Oh yeah, and I'm gonna send you guys the recording too. So I'm gonna need you guys to put the send me your emails, put it in the chat and stuff.
Oh, definitely.
Last week I had Muggsy on here.
Hey. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, we had a good interview. Found out how he got his name and everything.
Got to keep this 916 thing going. You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah, most definitely.
We heavily slept on, but we here. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
We heavily slept on, but we are here.
All right, you guys. So we are live on Facebook. Just want to let you guys know. I just need to do a couple things, but we are live. They can see us. Let me go ahead and make. Let me go ahead and go to my page and make sure it is public, not just my friends. I learned that lesson. Let's see. All right, it's public now, so y'all could go to your page and share it if you guys want. So
Yep, I'm looking at it right now.
All right, you all just stay tuned. Look, we're coming. The interview is gonna start in a minute. We just gotta get this other first things first taken care of so we can get as many people. Yes. A lot of people's going live on Facebook tonight. All right, let's see. All right, KG. Did you see where you can share it?
Yeah, I shared it. I shared it on my end.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me go.
I started seeing benefits everywhere. Join AARP now for access to exclusive benefits.
Put your TV there for you. What's your name down?
Okay. I'll put this right here. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. What's going on Facebook and whoever else? I think sometimes I get people on TikTok and everything. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, dope.
Yeah, it's just like I'll be like, yeah, how people find me? So I got my family here, y'all. I'm so excited about this interview. All right, so my new friend, that's what I was just saying a few minutes ago, my new friend, I met Mr. G. I was blessed to meet him at the battles, right? And we just really, really connected and stuff. And he was like, you're that lady that Nico interviewed.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He was like, yeah. So, and then Mak7teen, y'all. I know we came across, is this Spittles?
Oh, this is actually my girlfriend. Why is she on here? Get off the link.
Oh, God, we're live on Facebook too.
I sent her the link. Oh, I think she's listening. Oh, she's listening.
Oh, she just gonna listen? Okay.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I did not send her the Zoom. I sent her the link. I told her we live. I'm sorry. Damn.
No,
I ain't tell her. Yeah, yeah.
All right. So
yeah.
Mak7teen, I know we ran across each other back in the days, but we just reconnected also at the battles with Simone Bird and everything. So, and then my family, longevity, E-Moe. We go back, man, Brother Lynch days. That's when we first met, huh? Yeah, Lynch mob. Wait a minute. It wasn't Lynch mob, was it? What was it called again? See how old I am?
What was it called?
Lynch, the Lynch.
Sigmate.
Huh?
Sigmate.
That's it. I'm sorry. Why did I say Lynch mob?
That's
the old age of me, y'all.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right, shout out to Tall Can, everybody. Oh man, man. Okay, y'all, we got people we got some people, a couple of people watching, like 3 so far. So, all right, so I'm going to start this off. You know, Mr. G,
Yes,
let's
ma'am.
start off with you.
Hello. All right.
So, how did you get into the music game?
Really, I just formed a love for music, and uh nobody in my family like actually like, well, I know my grandmother had a piano in the house, and my uncle played the harmonica. My mom was always playing. I always tell this story on different interviews, but I'm gonna tell you because my first time here.
Uh-huh.
Used to play I Ain't Mad at Your Pac every day on my way in first, second grade around that time, because her and Pac got the same birthday, June 16th. So I was listening to, so I got the G Funk and the, around that Death Row time in the early 90s from her. Later on got the Rough Riders and Cash Money, Outkast from my aunt, and Aretha Franklin and the gospel and Millie Jackson, and all of them from my grandmother. So I just had a love for music, and I just wanted to just start putting my pen to the pad, and get some money, and it was something I felt like I was good at. And so fast forward, that love and being around different kinds of music made me want to do it.
Okay. What does
Yeah.
the G stand for? Just out of curiosity.
Greatness. And really my last name, it could be kind of interchangeable, but I came with the Mr. G because my initials are KG, but I wanted to change it because there's so many KGs, and people were saying, oh, I know a real KG, I know KG here. And I said, well, I wanted to be Mr. G because I wanted people to respect what I did. Because if you say yes sir, yes ma'am, Mr., Mrs., Miss, I want to command respect, for what I do. So it's like Mr. G, so
Okay,
that's how
got
that.
and plus you got the dollar sign with the S,
Oh yeah, because we about the money, and that's also an homage to the pay style, you know what I mean? So for
Yes.
sure, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Wow. All right, Mak7teen, what about how did you get started in this music game?
Man, whew, going back to the days, man, Ken Favors and the slow-mos and the E-Moes and J Killers and Young Sick and Bulldog, Rolling 1000. That's when I came in, Big Hollis back in the
Oh
days.
man, my boy, shout out to Big Hollis. Yes.
Yeah. Back in the days, rapping with the homeboys from the hood in Freeport, Um, that's where I started at, and then just started branching out to do my own thing, trying to build on the craft. Um, but I just didn't take it that serious, I didn't start taking it serious until my mom's passed away. And then that's when I really was like, man, I need to get serious with this. So, I just started taking it serious 2015, 2016,
Mhm.
and hooked up with E-Moe, and the rest is history, man.
Oh wow.
Foot to the pavement ever since then.
Wow. All right, E-Moe, how I know you longevity, like I said, we go way, way, way back. So if you can remember, how did you get started?
If I can remember, shit. I kind of got started with a crew of my family members. We was in the streets doing some, whatever that madness, and we also love rap and music. So one of my, big brothers was a rapper, and I was like the DJ of the crew, and we was some brothers from Oakland and shit, moved to Sacramento, and was influenced by E40 and the clique, watching them go down because one of my cousins in the group was, had kids by Sugar T. His name is Ron C. So, we saw they little come up at the beginning and just, was inspired by seeing that they can do it. So that kind of was my start. Then I moved to Sacramento, started messing around with Lynch and 666 and Big Hollis.
Yeah.
And from there, just been a journey because, that's that was my start, was watching E40 and them do their thing and go to the studio and take their street money and put it behind the music or whatever, you know what I mean? So we kind of seen that firsthand, and I aspired to be like that because I saw them with their independent labels, pressing up their own records, pressing up their own tapes, their own posters, getting jackets and shit, you know what I mean? It was just inspiring to see that. So I always wanted to do it. So I started surviving like that, just trying to make money off of music.
Wow. Do you have it? It's kind of hard to see you. You got any light? We want to see that face.
Somebody did say that. Yeah.
We want to see that face.
What y'all want to see me for?
Cut the light on. Cut the light on, bro. Damn.
The light is on, bro.
It's
I'm
dark.
in the studio. I'm in the studio.
God.
You got some more light in that studio. Come on, E.
Oh, I don't.
Get the flash or something. God.
What's up, MC Taz? I see you. See you, Taz.
Yeah, man. You got the light, man. Shine the light bright, man.
I'm gonna get you on too, Taz. Just hold on. I'm gonna be reaching out to you too. Just hold on, fam. All right. So, Mr. G, when did you do, and when and where did you do your first CD, whatever,
You know what? Honestly, I've been it's a two-sided story. Like I remember I recorded one of my first songs. It was like a freestyle I did. My uncle's friend had a studio, and I had made a freestyle there because my uncle was out partying the other night, and he had left me there, and I had did a freestyle there. Talk about how my uncle left me in the Bay. He's out there in the Bay. Shout out to my aunt. And then later on, probably like a little bit after that,
what's your uncle's name though? What's your uncle's name?
Philip, PG3, Philip G.
Yeah. Shout him out.
Yeah, shout out my uncle PG3. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you go to his antique store, Three's Antiques and Things, out there, 1523 Park Street, Alameda, California. We just celebrated his birthday last week. Okay. So, shout out to him. And a little bit after that, when I turned 14, I was recording with a friend of mine from high school. Shout out to my boy Killer Keys. And so this was back when we were recording on karaoke mics. And you know what I mean? We just, and at that time, this is 04, just to have your voice.
Oh, your uncle's watching. Your uncle's watching.
Oh, what up, Aunt? What's happening? What's up, Aunt? You know what I'm saying? I think my mom on there too. Yeah,
she on there too.
Yeah. Shout out to the family, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to y'all always, And I started recording with my boy Killer Keys, and because I had never knew about making beats. I never even knew nothing about like you could actually have this really, your own home studio like that, because nobody was doing it like that. And so just to have your voice, on a record, this is before mixing and mastering and all that. But
what year was that?
2004. I was a freshman. Like when I was recording consistently. So I had done that stuff with my aunt, like that freestyle when I was like 13. It was like a 2-minute freestyle, but I was hooked just from being in the lab that time, just hearing my voice on the actual record, and I come back from using my grandmother's tape recorder and karaoke machines that my aunt had also got me. And then, so I come from just trying to get it on a mic in a studio setting. And then fast forward to about 15, 16, I got my own lab in the house and formulated my own crew. And we just we were like, going back to the CDs with the Sharpies, you know what I mean? Back in high school, selling them for $2 a pop, just trying to, MySpace days, having your song on MySpace, like that stuff was big. So, around that time, like about that 2004 to 2008, that was like a 10 was really like a really independent start and really sharpening my skills for sure.
Shout out to everybody who used to stand outside the liquor stores with their CDs and everything.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? Those were the days. I miss those days kind of. And I remember when I used to see, folks outside and they wanted me to buy their CDs and stuff. I said, look, I'm not going to buy your CDs, but I put you on TV. And I did. I interviewed everybody. They'd be like, we don't have a video. I said, I'm with every major record label. Who do you want to announce? It's just,
and that's how I met Nico. That's how I met Nico 43rd, because he was hustling his CDs, and I ended up getting a production track on his Pound the Pavement album. And
Oh,
that
wow.
because I met him at the liquor store right there, the fast stop on Fruit Ridge and Wilkinson over, where I was staying at. So yeah, that's how I'm getting the CDs off. That's how I even met Nico.
Well, you handed me that CD at Simone's event. I was like, people still doing CDs? And I
Yeah,
was really
We
Yeah,
do.
for sure.
I
We
was
do.
like,
We
what
do.
they playing them on?
It's the
They do.
business card. I use it as the business card. So
It's
I
a business
got all the
card.
hard copies, but I still got stickers and because
Hold it up again.
oh yeah, I know it is a little blur. I got a blur, but yeah, the Keep It G, that's out.
Yeah.
Keep It G.
Uh-huh.
That's on all digital platforms. But I also want to make sure that I still don't lose that. I know we got the new school stuff, but I'm a '90s baby, so I want to physically put it in your hand, even because I don't listen to CDs either. But that's my advertisement. Even if it's sitting
Right.
in the car, you're gonna have 5, 6, 7, 8 people getting in and out the car. Like, oh, what's this? Search up the name. Like, it's all there. So we got to cover all grounds with anything because word of mouth is still some of the best advertisement ever.
That's like me
Yes,
doing the
sir.
real estate. Same thing with the real estate. Word
Mm-hmm.
of mouth.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mak7teen. What about you? You remember when you first got into the studio? You remember what age and where it was at?
Man, it was crazy. The first one, to be honest, uh, we was at the house doing the record and play, press record and play on the tape deck type shit back when that was like 97, 98, was the first time. Nah, I take it back. 96. 96 was the first time. And that was like SRT Studios. Um, that was yeah, SRT Studio. Back when we had the 92.9 The Bomb when One Gone was doing the radio station pirate style. It was back then, like I said, it was with my brothers though. I know that much. First 100. I know that much. It was with my brothers the first 100.
Mm,
Um, but it was the first professional studio, real professional studio with all the bells and whistles was Vision Studio Ken Favors. We spent hours on top of hours up in there creating so much music. And he put a brother up on a lot of game, and that's where I see E-Moe at the console for the first time. He introduced me to. He was like, "This E-Moe right here, man. You're a hard working brother." And I was just like, "What's up, man?" And just walk my ass in the back. But you know, that's when it was the real deal. That was like 97, 98.
wow. That's when the record stores and everything was popping back then. We had
Yeah.
what was it? We had Top 10 and what was the one across from where the African marketplace was it Sean and all? Emo, do you remember that
Mm.
one?
The African. Oh yeah.
Remember the one across the street? There was that record
Yeah. I don't
store. They used to
remember
have
the name.
in-store signings.
Yeah. I don't remember
I
the
cannot
name, but
remember.
I do remember.
Yeah, and the older dude there used to drive that red car, that drop top.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was Mr. G, that was before, you kind of young. That's our area right there. But so what about you, Mo?
What's the question again?
Um, where did you first, do your first song, studio, when was it,
I used to watch people do songs, and I wanted to be the DJ all the time. I didn't ever want to be a rapper. Or I either wanted to make the beat or be the DJ. So I started making my own little beats and putting little samples together. And the first time I kind of went to the studio was like with my brothers at Studio Tone Studio.
Mm,
Dealing with E40 and them and all that.
yeah,
That was the first time that I was able to experience the studio, and watching him engineer was something that I gravitated to, because being a DJ is like being an engineer. You got to get the mics right, you got to level the songs right, you got to play the right songs to keep the party going. It's kind of like an engineer. So
yeah,
I found interest in that, so I started doing a lot of engineering and mixing and mastering and getting behind the boards, because I never really wanted to be a rapper like that. But I loved rap. You know what I mean? And so I was like, man, let me give myself a try on one of them beats I made and put together, and it sounded kind of cool. And then I kept just going to the studio, making songs and making songs and making songs. Before you know it, I had a whole little project. And Lynch came across my project. I think no, we was walking in. He was we. I think we was going to Vision Studio where Mac was just talking about. I was coming in and he was going out. And he's like, man, what you doing? I got my own little label now, my own little distribution and whatever. I put your shit out. It wasn't even no. He didn't even listen to it or not. You know, of course, he was doing that for me because he had a situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up giving him an album. Like, yeah, shit, I got one. You know, I got about 16 songs, and I gave them to him, and he put them out and distributed it. And that was kind of like the end of when CDs and cassettes was going out. You know, I was able to put out a record right around the time when after that it was no more, you know, no CD stores, no none of that shit. It probably lasted a couple more years, but I was able to get the last bulk of distribution situations and shit where your record gonna come out in all these stores on a date on a Tuesday or whatever, you know what I mean? Around the world. You feel me? So he put my record out and just put me under his label, and that kind of like gave me my boost I needed. So that's all of that led to came from the first times that I went to the studio. These people been my friends ever since.
Wow.
You know,
Do you remember your first time on stage?
I don't remember the first time, but I kind of do. It was like a talent show, you know, and it was a big old stage out in the backyard somewhere. But it was a big event, you know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? And it made me nervous, but it was a talent show, you know what I mean? But that was the first little show that I hit the stage. It was a little talent show, break dancing and shit like that, you
Oh, you
know?
used to break
I
dance?
wasn't even, yeah, I wasn't even rapping. That was, you know, in a little dance group, and four of us on the stage, and we hitting the moves together, and you know what I mean? That was the first time hitting the stage for me, though.
Wow. What about with Lynch? When you hit the stage with Lynch, how was that feeling? What
Oh,
you know,
that was amazing.
when you looked out to like I asked Muggsy this when he be on stage like with 40 dancing and all that. When you looked out into that crowd, like when the first time you was on stage, you saw everybody just going crazy and stuff. What was going through your do you remember what's going through your mind and you know how you was feeling?
I always I always seen Lynch perform a lot of times before I was able to get on the stage with him. So
Mhm.
I was in the crowd like a fan, you know, watching him at a few shows. And I just was amazed by how many white people he has at his shows. So when we went to this show in Seattle one time and we was on his tour or whatever, when we got to Seattle, it was just at least 90% white people and it was just a building full of them. And
Wow.
when my songs came on, I had this song called "Split It Down" that he was on, that ended up on one of his albums too. So
Mhm.
they was able to know the words. So when I was able to see the people saying my words to that song, I was like, man, this is amazing. You know, it's like it's better than it's a drug. It's you get addicted to it.
Mhm.
It felt like a high. It felt like I was really getting high off of that. And then you got the females and all of this stuff that comes along with it. The people coming up to you, man, oh you emo and you this and you know whatever. And it's a trip. But I experienced that going on tour with Lynch. That was the only time I was able to feel that was being around an artist of his caliber.
Mhm. You know, it's funny. I tell people that, Lynch is so quiet. I mean, like when I did the interviews with him when he was on the show, he would, do the interview and stuff, but he would be when once like he was seen so shy, but once the camera went off, he would talk, you know,
Right,
and
right.
stuff and everything. Now, what
Yeah.
about Mac? When you first like when was your like first like big show and you was on stage and how were you feeling and everything?
Man, my first big shows with E-Moe. The first time I got on the stage, to do music on my own was with E-Moe. I've done a talent show before with the first 100, back in 96 or something like that, 94, 95 or something like 95. But the uh, the real the real deal where, you got people coming, my first time experiencing that was with E-Moe.
Oh,
He
wow.
actually, he actually, what I'm saying, coached me through the process because I wasn't used to that, and from there it's just one thing after another. Like it's like what you say, how you say it's like knowing the back of your hand now because of that. Thanks to him.
Wow.
I
Now,
look at I look we work like a team, and I'll be putting myself as the coach or whatever, and he's my running back, he's my wide receiver. I'm depending on him to get to the zone. And I'm on the sideline just coaching. I ain't even the quarterback. I'm just saying, run up the hole, bro. Run this play, do this, do this, do that. We get the touchdown. You know what I mean? But that's how I see
Facts.
myself. Our team is like a coach. You know what I mean?
I
Yep.
like that. I like the way you just said that and everything. All right, Mr. G, you muted, but what about you? Do you remember the first time when you got on stage and people looking at you, how you was feeling and everything?
Yeah, as far as music goes, there's actually been a couple of times like that. Because different things have like progressed, and one show I remember when I first started linking with E-Moe, it was like Put Sack On Part 2 or something, and I remember I was like the only artist that was like
Oh,
by
was it Put
himself.
Sack on the Map?
It wasn't Put Sack on the
No.
Map,
Oh,
but it was
oh,
called Put Sack On. It was like number 2, and
oh,
it
really?
was like their second one. And I
Oh,
remember I had just came back from this HBCU college tour, and like right when I touched down on the plane, we had a rehearsal because the show was like the next week, and this was around the time I first started linking with E-Moe, some years ago, and nobody wanted to go first, and they was all like, "Gee, you cool?" I was like, "Man," I'll go first, and I ain't tripping. And then I went in there, set the tone. Another time was with E-Moe when we started going to Nevada City, and that was like my first time ever being in Nevada City, and they're big supporters of hip hop, and they show nothing but love out there. And then another time I could think of with E-Moe, which is probably one of my favorite. Actually, it's definitely in my top favorite shows, when it was his birthday bash, and that was when we had our boy Quake on the drums, and he catching our drums, and and our claps, and just and I still got some footage of that back when before I was this long, and it was just seeing that progression, and I remember those times where it was like we was just we was shutting it down. I ain't gonna lie, that was a time I was like, yeah,
yeah,
we doing it, we doing our thing.
so
So
how
yeah.
did all you guys just collab? Because okay, let me just say, you guys, Spittles was supposed to be on here, but she had something come up. So we will get her another time. Promise you, promise you. Spittles will be on. But I see you guys on Facebook, and this is why I wanted to get you guys on all at the same time, because you guys are collaborating, you guys are doing things together and stuff. So can you guys talk about what you guys got going on and how it came about? Whoever wants to talk.
Man,
Um,
well, shit, I'll jump in there. Shit, let me jump in because I heard a break. I
yeah,
heard a
go
break.
ahead. Yeah, go
Nah, but
ahead.
the mad scientist, man, the mad scientist, E-Moe, man, is always gonna be like the person behind it because we're talking about the collaborative, and that's the hub where we go to get our music done at. So, hooking up and meeting there is how it, took place. But it's just from work ethic. I seen G, I heard G, E-Moe put me on it, and I was like, let me see. And I was like, yeah, 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 and Spittles, her work ethic speaks for itself. Um, I just wanted to surround myself around good people, and then doing so, I was like, man, we all, incorporated like a family, we really rock with each other. So, I just put the music family together because it's because of music that we come together like a family, and we operate like that, move like that, rehearse like that, we work like that, we cry together, we share information that, we don't share with everybody together, we really are like a close knit family. So, G, me, Spittles, Don Blanco, my boy Agape, Young Sick, everybody we work with basically, Lil Six, everybody we work with, what I'm saying, is like close knit one way or the other to one of us, So it's like, real deal, and that's how we operate though.
Yeah, and shout out to Little Six. That was just crazy. When I was talking to Mr. G, he said where he was like grew up at. I was like, oh, I interviewed 6 over there. He said, that's his son on stage. I said, what?
Oh yeah, yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
yeah. So that was
Yep.
crazy.
Yeah. Oh, wait, were you done, Mac? I didn't want to cut you off.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No,
Oh,
you didn't
well,
know. Go ahead, please.
I know really how I remember I had just got my laptop fixed because I'm still, on the independent grind. Like, I'm still doing the CD with the Sharpie thing. And when I got my laptop back finally, and I'm still recording, I said, you know what? Because I'm seeing people getting video shot. I'm seeing the hard copies. And I said, I need something different. And so I kept seeing E-Moe's name. I kept seeing E-Moe's name, you know what I'm saying? Because he was shooting, a lot of videos for some people I knew. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my, partners in the east side, you know what I'm saying, man. Shout out, my boy Omega, bruh, RP Lil LV. And Kid Rule, all of them. And so I kept seeing his name and I was like, I need something like that, I need more. And so I remember I hit him up, and I guess I hit up the wrong page. And I was all like, dang, I was like, man, he ain't hit me back. Then I was like, nah. So I found another page and I hit him up and I said, hey, da-da-da. So then, we linked up. I told him I needed a cover. I'm like, I got this, project I'm doing. And so we shoot the cover, you know what I mean? Then he edits it up. And then I get it, and then I give him a copy. And so then I remember I kept reordering CDs. Me and E really didn't link up. I did business with E for like a good year before he was like, bruh, I think we need to, like, we could, do something, you know what I mean? So I was staying consistent with, and then, and trying to do my thing. And I didn't know he was peeping the whole time. And so then we ended up, like really linking up. And how, me and Matt came about, a funny thing is how he's talking about, yeah, like, let me hear him. I did a song with Mac before I even knew what he looked like.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? So I didn't even know what I met Mac at a show. At a show. Did we perform that song at the show, or was that later? It might have been
that
a little
was later.
It
was a little.
Okay.
That was the next show after the.
Okay, yeah.
Show,
but
after the second show.
How did that song happen?
You were working on your what? Boiling Points? The Boiling Point?
Boiling Point project.
Yeah, and then E, the mad scientist, of course, was like, hey man, I need you to just jump on it. And that's how we sit back. He sit back, right? Like, just like how we sit, like, YG, jump on it. See, look at it. So I heard it. Bro was over there with the whip and the dip and I'm like, oh, okay. I said, all right. So then I just went ahead and did it, and never knew what he looked like, and had never met him. You know what I mean? I was just feeling the music, you know what I mean? And never knew what dude, nothing. And then we met at a show, and I was like, you Mak7teen? He's like, you missed it. And then, yeah. And ever since then, we all just been rocking ever since.
Wow. E-Moe, what do you like doing best? Do you like the photography, the videoing? You're like mad scientist, like they say. You a jack of all trades. I thought I was, but you are too. What is the favorite thing that you like to do? And he used to host my show, and he used to host on the Real Music Videos. So, you've been a host, producer, rapper, and that photography. Which one's your heart?
Lately it's become studio engineering, because I get to implode everything that I know into other artists, so I can help them sound like they want to sound. So I like that part of it. And then it's a fight between the video too, because you make them visually come to life too. They song, it's kind of like helping the art come to life. So I like doing those things more than really rapping or anything more, because remember, I said I didn't really want to be a rapper. I just ended up rapping because I could. I loved it so much. And I had my own little style that I could sneak in there, and it worked. But I was inspired by DJ Quicks and Snoop Dogg's and Dr. Dre's and producer rapper dudes, you know what I mean? Ant Banks and, so they gave me inspiration that I could do it still. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's basically it.
Okay. Wow. What's in the, like, so what's you guys got planned like in the future? What can we can you guys let us know what to expect from you guys, or what you guys got going now? Shows, music coming out,
Mac just dropped 2 albums in the last year, right? Right, Mac?
Yeah, yeah. 2 albums, 3 months in the last three. Well, it's been about 7 months now, but yeah.
Right. So he got 2 albums, brand new albums out there that's floating. Um, G just dropped his Keep It G album, and he been pushing that, for a minute. And he just dropped a video with Mr. Fab that he did. So we got the two Misters together. I remember when G came to me, he was like, "Man, what you think about doing a song with me doing a song with Mr. Fab?" I'm like, "Nigga, that'd be cool, because it'd take that talk out of anybody trying to be something else. You know what I mean? It's like we all Misters." I say, yeah, that's dope. So we pushing whatever we can right now, just trying to get some money behind the movement for real. Because we do it ourselves. Everything we do is self-funded, whatever. Everything we got going on, we do it ourselves. No one has never helped us or paid for nothing that we do. So we're just trying to get the right thing, to get that right funding, behind Sacramento music, not just us. We know it's a lot of stuff out here, and a lot of people not really pushing Sacramento like they should. And we just be trying to push Sac the best way we can.
It's not
Yes,
really
sir.
how it used to be, And I was gonna say, Matt, how are you promoting your stuff? Like, how you get the music out there and letting people know.
Man,
It's a
I
different ball
use
game now.
I use
But
all the
why?
all the channels that I can. I
Yeah.
use all the channels that I can, man, because once again, it ain't like it used to be. People are a lot more shrewd towards, music, because they have this fear of everybody sounding like the person that they don't like, or they have an expectation of what your music should sound like. So, you know, I push through that, one ear at a time, to be honest. Majority of my listeners are people that really like my music and really like me as a person, as an artist, and really try to reach out and talk to me, which is a beautiful thing, because then it helps build a uh, a network, a stronger network with the, listeners, the people who really listen to it. Um, they're not able to do that all the time, so I reach out to the people and use email blast, and sometimes I might jump on a few promo websites, like the Artist Rack, or something like that, or daily news, or something, something that has something to do with rap music, to put it out in front of their people. But I just stick to the organic stuff, man, unless I got some money behind me to push it, through the machine. But other than that, yeah, no, just organic, man.
Yeah, because back in the days, I was saying, like when Nico interviewed me, I was saying, we didn't have all this social media, right, E-Moe? Matt, we didn't
Yeah.
have all this.
Hell no.
I remember being in drive-throughs and seeing, young Meek stuff plastered on the poles, you know,
Yep.
flyers everywhere, shadow driving through with the vans, with the artists on the vans and stuff.
Alita, just imagine if you was doing a vlog show like you did on the Real Videos back then, like now, interviewing Dub C and all these people, Keisha Coles and all. Just imagine if you was doing that now. Your channels would have
Major.
20, 30 million views on it. You was ahead of the time. You was ahead of time with that type of stuff. You feel me?
Yeah.
I was glad to be a part of something like that. I'm like, man, we was history in this city.
Yeah, yeah. It's just
Time to bring it back.
huh?
It's time to bring it back.
Yeah, everybody just all on this.
That's what you're doing now.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing now.
Yeah, I'm just doing it a different way. And instead of me being behind the camera, I'm in front of the camera,
Yeah.
because people used to go to E-Moe thinking, that was his show and stuff. He'd be like, the boss is behind the camera. you know. And so I
Yeah.
never wanted to get in front of the camera and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now I have to because of social media. I had to go with the times, you know, and everything. It's just crazy, you know.
Yeah.
Mac, I want to ask you because, you know, you're back in the days, you know, like when you was talking like 95, I was on a break because I had my son, you know, so that was 30 years ago. So the music then and the music now. Now I'm gonna say for me, the videos are so much different. Back then,
Yeah.
you know, it was Black Market, AWOL and everything, right? They they still did quality videos. Nowadays, to me, the videos, they got the phones, they're just doing anything. It's not so it's to me, it's kind of more hard to promote it what these new artists and young artists are doing. What are you seeing different from the time when you started, even with like the music, you know, and stuff now to now?
Uh, well, like you said, things have been watered down to everybody can do it market versus going to the people who can do it, you know.
Mhm.
Now, like you said, everybody got a phone, especially if they got an iPhone, they're being advised to use the iPhone, you know. So it's way different than, you know, the $5,000 camera with the $5,000 cameraman and you know what I'm saying, with the $5,000 scene totaling up to, you know what I'm saying, 15,000, 20,000 for the video, you know, it's a lot different now. They're just jumping out at a park on the playground and shooting a video, you know, with no real treatment to it or no real thought to it, you know. But I mean, it works now. That's what they like, you know. So we don't practice that, you know. We treat our videos, we make sure that, you know, they make sense. We add some, you know, B-roll, we add, you know, some conversation to it. You know, we make sure that we drag it out a little bit to make it more, you know, watchable. But with today's time, you know, the attention spans have been cut short. So, you know, you got a minute and 30 seconds to, and 5 seconds to impress somebody in your video now. So it's a whole different, you know what I'm saying, game to be played. And you got to figure it out and master it like damn near by ear now. Beforehand, there was more of a set way to do things. But now it's just like, you know, play it by ear. Hopefully you'll go viral. If not, then, you know, try again, try again, try again, try again, you know. But it is what it is. We make sure we stay with the raw and the real and the uncut, you know what I'm saying, videos and songs and the content to make sure that we, you know, stay not ahead of the game, but stay up to par at least. You know what I mean? But we trying to make it to where we can get ahead of the game and get our foot in there the right way. You know, with our content versus trying to be like everybody else.
And I want to give shout out to E-Moe because that's what I like when I was at Nikki's event and I saw him with the camera, you know, filming and stuff. That's the way, you know, he didn't have a cell phone out. He had the real deal. You know,
Yeah.
whenever I see E-Moe, he's got the real deal. You're not seeing him with no cell phone or anything like that. He's out there with the quality equipment and everything.
Hmm.
So, you know, I like that. So, Mr. G, how do you balance what you do and family?
Well, because if I don't, they gonna kill me. No, I'm just playing. No, I mean, you know, I've been realizing, you know, like just in life, you know, life is a balance,
Mhm.
and you know, and luckily I got a very understanding family, and because you
You
know I've
have
had
young kids?
no, ma'am, I have no children.
Oh, you have no children.
I have no
Oh,
children. No, no,
oh,
I have no children. Um, but I've had to, you know, balance family and you know, and you know, you know, studio and I have an understanding family, and then you know, also college life. I'm also a Sac State alumni as well, so you know, I've had to balance everything. You
what
know
you
what I mean?
major in?
Social science with a minor in history.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've realized life is about balance. And so and then if the people around you understand, then it makes it a lot easier, you know, and then my family supports me too. Like, you know, they come to the, you know, like they've been to the shows, and you know, I got my uncle in the Fab video at his shop. So we went from Dope Era to his antique store. So my uncle's been in videos, my mom's been in videos, my nana's been in videos, my brother's been in videos. So they are part of it. You know what I mean? So, and that's a part of the balance, you know, because I bring them into the world, you know what I mean? So, because, you know, so I let them overlap at times too. So, yeah.
Your mom.
Yeah. That's always how it starts too. So I was like, yo, mama.
She said, I want a grandbaby.
Get offline, mama. That's enough.
No, Mom, you stay online. No, Mom, you stay online.
No, she gonna stay. I'm just saying that she don't listen to me.
I like your mama.
Don't
You already posted you don't show no love.
Well, we ain't gonna see Mr. G no more.
I know, right?
Like
I ain't seen him since the interview.
Oh my God.
We ain't gonna see Mr. G no more.
And you see their faces. They know her.
Mak7teen, she got it in all capital letters. I want a grandbaby. All cap letters. Okay,
they're laughing because they know her. That's why, because they done been around. They know.
And I need to get a shout out to my boy Mak7teen is on. Hey, family. You know, I met him. He was part. You know, he's part of the music industry too. We got Jake Black is on here. Shout out Jay Black. You know, he's another one. He plays like, man, he did like a one-man show up on that when they blocked off the Broadway thing. I forgot what that event was for. He get up on that keyboard and it'd be just him, and he's singing and playing the keyboard and doing everything. You know,
I think the homie Mr. Lewis was performing there when they blocked off Broadway. I think.
Yeah,
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And shout out to Lisa Baker. Shout out sis to you. We got Daniel Hughes.
Hey.
My dog, man.
Okay, and man, we got some folks. I don't even know how many views we got yet. We got
Lisa Baker in the house.
Yes, Lisa. Me and her go back too. And
First lady, yeah.
Yeah, so we got look, if I don't call your name, don't get mad. There's a lot of y'all on here. This is a good show. Okay. Now what about E-Moe, how did you balance family and being in the music industry and you know and all that?
When the older I get, I feel like I gave music too much of my life because I was chasing that to really make something for them. You feel me? So I'm at the studio every day. I'm going every day, sitting there all day, and I'm like, y'all know where I'm at. I'm at the studio, but I wasn't really there as much as I should have been. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because I was at the studio and I felt, hey, y'all know where I'm at. They call me, you need something, cash app you, whatever the hell it is, whatever. But I just was really trying to do this for my family. So I spent a lot of time in the studios, a lot, chasing this music. A lot. Even if you just count the last 10 years. And my kids is grown. You know, they 25 or whatever. So if you just count the last 10 years and they was probably 15, 16, 17 or what, you know, I've been okay, y'all damn near grown now, so I'm finna go chase this. You know, I need something for y'all. And this is how I think I can get it. So I kind of dug a little deeper into it than I should have, I believe. That's just being real. But, you know, I balance them. I still talk to my family as much as I can when I don't want to be stressed or whatever the hell, you know, because you never know. With these generation, it'd be different, but we still together and supporting what I do.
Okay. Are any of your kids in the music industry? Or doing anything?
Kind of, sort of, you know, like my son, he do photography and tattoos, and he did music before and all of that stuff too. So a lot of my nephews and family members do music, so they all do it. But when you say in it, it's a thing that I'll be like, you know, y'all ain't really in it though. If y'all was in it, y'all be out here. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Wow. So what do you chime in on from the time like when you started like with the Lynch Days, my show and everything to the music now? Or the video,
Yeah, it's totally different. Like Mac was saying, anybody can just go get. I remember when I first bought a camera or studio equipment or whatever, it was only maybe one or two stores that you can go to those places and get those things. And you had to know about them stores because you was interested in that thing. And maybe you found about it in the yellow pages or whatever. It wasn't on the internet and none of that. But it
Sorry,
was
young
one or
people,
two
y'all
stores.
don't know what yellow pages are. Do you know what yellow pages are, Mr.
Right.
G? Mr. G, does Mr.
I
G
do.
know?
I do. I was at the top of the 90s. I was 9-0. So yeah, I do remember the
Yeah,
yellow pages
that's when it
and the
started,
white pages and the white pages.
yeah, you feel me? So you had to look in there. But now and then I saw it happen because when I first got my first camera or whatever, then you start seeing it get more popular, and because the camera industry was finna die if they didn't promote their cameras as being able to shoot videos. If they were just shooting photography, photos, they couldn't compete with the cell phones because cell phone would give you photos and a camera. So they had to start making the cameras shoot video. So once that started happening, it brung the camera back into the game. And everybody just walk in the store. You go in Walmart now, and it's a whole little counter full of cannons and cameras that you can just buy out of there. It might be 600, 700, might be 499, might spend 1300, whatever. But if you got the money to spend that, whatever it is, everybody can do what we do now. So the competition is bigger. You know, it's hard to find good music because there's so much other music getting thrown in your face. Like, this is the music you should listen to because we changing the game. They always been changing the game. Just like when they introduced gangster rap into the music, that changed it from it being black powered and X Clan and all that. They was running the game at one point. So they always come with another way to just move it on to the next evolution. So if you can't beat them, you got to join them sometime. That's why I start figuring out other things to do than rapping and trying to be a rapper. So I'm like, okay, I can go. I know how to engineer. I've been doing it for everybody all these times. I'm just gonna start doing that. I know how to shoot a video. I saw it and shot it and host shows and doing, So I'm gonna just start doing that. So that's the difference is everybody can do it now. Just so accessible, and you don't know what's good and what's not until you give it a listen.
Right. And that reminds me, because when I first started, I had that big heavy camera and the recorder was down here and I had to use VHS
Yeah.
tape.
Yeah.
I never forget. And I always tell this story how it was Rapping Forte came to the house to do an interview and the damn recorder got stuck. And then we got it unstuck and I had to run outside, catch him and stuff, and he came back and did the interview. But I went from the big old cameras to the little digital ones. I think
Yeah.
me and you.
Yeah.
But but it's like, I was kind of glad they went smaller, but I was kind of scared because I hated change. I was like, wait a minute, I'm not used to this, And so, so I had
That's
to
a
learn
big part of it too. I mean, asking a person like my age, it got scary at one point. Like, damn, am I gonna be able to keep doing this? Because I don't want to do that if I gotta do it. You know what I mean?
Right. It's crazy. So let's y'all say how's it like working with Spittles?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the other shit that we had out. She got an album called Speakers Blown 2. She dropped her Slay project. The Wise Man is one of our folks that dropped a couple projects and stuff out there too. Don Blanco got a few projects because he gave up the game and went to, do his thing and focus on barbering and other things that he wanted to do with his life. But he gave me a couple albums like, go ahead, put them out. So we got a bunch of projects out there. Lil Six, I record a lot of his music, and so he got a gang of projects out there. If you look him up, you'll be amazed. But yeah, definitely working with Spittles is amazing because she does a lot. She does. She sings. She writes good. She also can make beats. She dances. She know how to perform. And she a cool person. You know what I mean? So
She
that's
got a
what made
great
me
heart.
right.
Yeah.
That's what made us get this far alone because she got a great heart. Period. She ain't got no kids either. You know what I mean? So she a teacher too and do things in her life that make her value. Value. So I'm like, man, she had came to me about 10 years ago and we did a project, and then we ran into each other again about 2 or 3 years ago. It was like, man, we should get back together and do the music like we was doing. Ever since then, she did about 6 or 7 projects that's just sitting up. You know what I mean? So she's a workaholic when she can. We just all go through a lot, and like she ain't here today because she going through something. And we be trying to stay strong through the shit we've been going through lately. Even with Mac and his family and there, we done went through so much traumatical shit that it's surprising that we still even doing music and doing what we do because we just go through a lot, but we keep this music as therapy.
Music is therapy.
Gotta gotta keep pushing, praying and pushing, you know. Mr. G, how do you write your music? Like somebody told me, like, some artists, they lay on the floor and get the pen and start writing.
Well, I take a couple shots. No, I'm just playing. No, but
let me see, your mama gonna say something. Go ahead.
She was with me when I. She was when I. No, I'm just. Like, so I mean, I've been learning, because I'm still a student of the game, and I watch like a lot of podcasts and interviews and things like that, and like some years ago, because like sometimes I just write for practice, but I remember watching a Tech N9ne interview and he said that he likes to listen to the beat because it tells him what to say, and so more so lately, I like to listen to the beat to know, okay, I might do this cadence, these 4 bars, and then maybe switch it, these 2 bars and things like that. And really, I might not, depending on the time of the setting, I might not write it all in one day, but if I hear something that clicks and, I know that I need to get on this, then boom, then I'm here. You know what I mean? Something else that we've been experiencing is, every now and again we might write on the mic, you know what I mean? Like, like there's some stuff out there that I went in there, I might do 2 bars, sit back, listen, do another 2 bars, you know what I mean? And so and those things have changed. Like, I was hearing you all talk about change. I remember like, being in the front seat of the car, writing in a pad, and that now I write it in my phone like that, like, like that, those kinds of things change. Like now I just got a pen and pad on me all the time, but I got a lot of different, it just really depends. It might be all the way through. It might be 6 bars today, 4 tomorrow. And then, and yeah, so I'm always just,
because G got a very technical style, so sometimes he got to be technical. You know what I mean?
Take forever.
Well, his mama said he takes more than 1 shot, so
yeah. Yes. Tell it, Mom.
We should have had your mama on the show. I gotta do a show with you and your mama. That's what I'm gonna do.
Tell it.
That's gonna last about 3 minutes. I'm like, all right, y'all have a good night.
Now, Mr. G, you're a dancer too, though. I saw you out there at Simone thing.
I will say this. I definitely would. I mean, not back. I don't. I kind of do want to put that in some music though, like actually get some steps going. But no, but when I'm on stage and and I'm in my mode and I'm feeling it, I might say something, I might just be talking to the crowd. Like I might be like, hey, I see you looking over there, you know what I mean? I might walk through it, but that's that, and that's how I'm in it. Like I'm in performance mode. Like I'm here, like I got full control. Like I might just be, you might just catch me 2-stepping across the, So yeah, like that's really when I'm just having just a good time. And because because a lot of the times, you got a lot of artists, no matter if they singers or rappers, they just too tough, they just too famous. Like they come up to you, you like, hey, aren't you MC such and such? Yeah, like it's just like, like I don't even want to talk to you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so we like to be, just human with it, like we really just some. We regular people. We're very talented, but but at the core of it, we chill, we lay back. We're very appreciative of anybody that supports us, and and anytime they come to a show, we rehearse. So so it's not like we just going up there, just like we didn't rehearse anything, think we got it. Like I know I don't drink or when I used to smoke, never smoked before a show. You know what I'm saying? So. We want to make sure we're in a clear mind, got a clear head. We rehearsed it. We on point because, as E-Moe was saying, being very technical with these rhymes. Mac as well. We not trying to get up there because I have seen some performances that were terrible. in my past. And I'm like, I do not want to be up in there slurring, just catching the last ad lib or the last rhyming word. So yeah, we just want to make sure everybody has a good time when they come and see us and support
And that's
us.
why I'm glad you did a song with you know, he's like family to me too, Mr. Fab and stuff. In fact, I just I went and spent New Year's with my son, and I went by the shop, and I was like, this is my first time in the shop. He's like, sis, this ain't your first. I say, it's my first time in your shop, you know. But if you look at, he's the same way, Mr. You know, Stanley, aka Mr. Fab. He is down to earth, you know. He's, you know, for what he's done, you know, I still call him like the mayor of Oakland. You know,
I can see why. I mean, because
Damn
I mean,
near
even when I
is.
met him,
yeah,
right, really. I mean, and he was cool. Like he was when I came in, you know, I had a few of my partners with him, and then I also know some of his family who happened to be in Oakland. Is you know, shout out to my boy Rob. And so I got him in the video just to pull up because I'm out there. You know, I like, you know, if you my people, I want you a part of what I'm
I
doing.
thought you
So
were gonna say Root Dog and JDK.
oh yeah, I know those are his
Yeah.
people too. I know those
Yeah.
people too.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
his other
My
cousin,
guy.
Shout out to them. Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Shout out to them too. And but you know, we was just kicking it at the shop. He was a down to earth dude. You know, we kicked it, chill. You know, handled the business. You know, dap saluted, and you know, got to it.
Yeah, and Nucci. Can't forget Nucci either. We can't.
No, I can't
all
forget.
three
Yeah, it's
brothers.
the
Got
trio.
the
It's the
three
trio.
brothers.
It's the
Right.
trio, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Is there anything else you guys want to like? What else do you know, y'all want
Hey
the
G,
folks to know?
what you got coming, G?
Oh look, man, I got no. so I got a bunch of vlogs I've been doing. You know, with E-Moe being around him with the camera. You know, Mac and myself. I'll speak about that. Like, you know, we both didn't got cameras. You know, Mac. You know, he been shooting stuff for you know, JDK. You know, when I go on my vacations and stuff, I've been just recording, getting vlogs. I got a vlog that I went to Cabo last year and Vegas and Dago. So I got the Cabo vlog that I did dropping tomorrow. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be putting out vlogs, you know, and different singles and things that we got recorded. Like, so, you know, we're really trying to work out the single game, you know, as well. I also got a single called Lit, you know what I mean? Dropping May 31st. Sorry, March 31st. So, you know, we just trying to run up, you know, each month this content. Just trying to put out a project, either if it's a song, a cover, a vlog, a EP, like we trying to, you know, because a lot of the times we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. We're trying to get these 11, 12 songs, get 2-3 videos shot, get the cover, and then now we got to handle the promotion. And that could be like a 3-4 month process, even longer, maybe 5-month process. You know what I mean? So, you know, we just trying to really just get this content going and break stuff down. You know what I mean? And
E-Moe, have you tried doing music off of AI yet?
No, not yet. Not. I looked into it, but I ain't tried it yet. I'm gonna try it though one day.
Okay. A music producer, he sent me something that he did. Yeah, a famous one. He sent me one. He's like, man, this AI, man. He goes, and he's not really producing anymore, but he's like, man, I tried this AI. He said, man, I done made a few songs off of AI and stuff. You know, what do you think about that, man? The AI is like really just taking over, like that. You know, no.
I mean, like, it's gonna be a while before, like, I'll ask AI some questions before I use AI to write for me lyrically, or make a beat for me. I like the human aspect of it. You know what I mean? But that most definitely, as far as that's concerned.
Now, Matt, you know, I catch some of your Facebook posts and stuff. You are very vocal. You speak your mind.
Oh yes, I do. Yeah, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because, to be honest, it goes with the name Mak7teen, it's music and knowledge. So
How'd you
I
get
do a
that
lot
name?
of research. Well, um, Mackenzie is my middle name.
Okay.
And it took me a while to embrace it. You know what I mean? So as I got older, I was like, I need to go ahead and incorporate that and embrace that because that's what my mama gave me. So I need to, represent it, not hide from it. So I thought that'd be cool, a cool way to implement that into my rap name based off the Mac. But I went a little deeper and was like, well, music and knowledge, my cousin Theon, my cousin Theon and me was talking, and he was like, man, what it always meant to me. And I was like, that's what it always meant, period. So we laughed about it or whatnot. But music and knowledge is what it's about. So it's like I listen to music and I do a lot of research and I ask questions to try to intrigue people and plant little seeds in their minds to, help them wake up and see that, there's other ways out there to think. You ain't gotta follow the trends, or you ain't gotta follow the usual, rigmarole, as my grandma would say, but you can use your own mind and think, and if you want to challenge me on anything, just do the research, you know what I mean? So I do speak my mind, Um, and it's not in a bad way. It's just to, try to make people think.
Yeah. Is there anything that people do not know about you?
Shit, I got an album coming out. Uh, shit, you know what I'm saying? Like Mr. G said, I work with JDK now with Sack on the Scene too in the Sack Report magazine.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? That right there is, you know, uh, something that people don't know, but they are gonna find out. You know what I mean? Um, Networking with anybody and everybody that I can, man, to unify the city and unify this music and get away from the violent culture and try to make music fun again. Um,
And you
other
have
than that,
kids, right? You have kids?
yeah. I got kids, man. I got kids that are biological and kids that aren't biological that I claim because I've been in their life, what I'm saying, all their life. So it's
So how you balance all that too?
about
And are they
about
in music?
9. Uh, my oldest man, my oldest was in music for a second before he got shot. But uh, my my middle child, he was trying to get into music before he was killed.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
No, life is what it is. There ain't too many things we can answer, and when it comes to that, but yeah. Um, my his brother that's older than him, he can do music as well. He's not into it though. And then my baby, my youngest son, he may get into music. He be rapping with his homeboys, and I've heard some things, and I've been like, bruh, just let me know when you ready. You know what I'm saying? Because you playing, but it just reminds me of me when I was doing music because I be with Boodog and Avis, or excuse me, Young Sick. I be with Boodog and Young Sick, and they be doing their, rapping like we went to Thurgood. We had Looney Coleon, T Nutty,
Oh man.
Bulldog, Young Sick. We had my Briss Rax Cooper. We had, what I'm saying, we had so many artists at that school that could rap that we used to hold rap battles at lunchtime. You know what I mean? So we just all would do it, but they was already rapping. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't. I'd just be playing with it, just freestyling. You know what I mean? And that's how my son is now. So it's just like, dude, just let me know, bro. I used to do the same thing. Just come on, man, stop playing. But if it ain't gonna get him no money, he ain't trying to get into this.
Oh,
He's really about his money. No,
yeah.
he's a real athlete right now. He's on his athlete thing, about to go to college, so he don't got time for it. He'd be like, man, I'll just be doing that just to be doing it. Spare time shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I still call Looney Coleon lunatic.
I still call him Monterio. I'm sorry, that's my guy. I still call him Monterio. I'll be like, that's my Monterio. He be like, bro, man, what's up? That's my guy, man. You know what's so funny, man? I got a funny story on that one though. Like we was at Thurgood, and I'm over here rapping his song, and he looked at me and was like, "You like that?" And I was like, "Man, I love that. That's my song, bro. Lunatic is dope as hell." And he was like, "Bro, quit playing, man. That's me." And I was like, "What?" And
Oh,
then, what I'm saying, my guy Ruben was like, "Oh, you didn't know?" And I was like, "Nah." He was like, "Man, come on, man, quit playing." What I'm saying? I was like, hold on, man, stop playing. So he started rapping. I was like, oh man, this is crazy. And it was like, you don't remember when it was like Monterio with the Calico? I was like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? But it was just crazy. That was just, and that right there was just like one of those linkages that made me, saying, not to mention the other family I got, like, saying that's like off branch family, like, saying me and Young Sick related to CeeLo and related
Yeah.
to, saying, Miko, Young Miko, and Lil Sibo and Lil Meek, and you know what I'm saying? That's family, that's cousins, you know what I'm saying? So,
You
it's
know,
just,
that's my
it's
favorite
in us.
guest. One of my favorite guests, Lunacy. And I used to see him at the
Yeah.
what's that gas station off of Florin and Meadow? What's it called?
Toolies
Oh, no, across
with
the
the Toolies.
Southgate Mall. And it burnt, and somebody
Oh,
set it on fire or something. They broke into it or something like that. I forgot what happened, but I used to
the
run it over
shelves.
there. Yeah, around the corner from Burbank. And
Hmm.
somebody just hopped on Miss Katie McGee.
Hey,
Uh,
McYee. Hey, hey,
Yeah,
hey, McYee.
I got her
Hey,
coming
hey.
up. I'm going to be interviewing her.
Oh, dope.
So we got
Man,
to
happy
shout out the
belated
queen
birthday,
right here.
McYee. Yeah, man, McYee,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
The host with the most, for real though.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
just love her. You know what I mean? She's doing so
Man,
much, you know,
yeah,
interviewing the artists, and she's holding it down, so
yeah.
most
Man,
definitely
man,
shout out
man.
to her. Are you guys
Yeah.
gonna be
If they
part of
don't,
Stone's event is it next month, right? The battle
Uh,
where I met you guys last.
I
well,
don't
we
know.
might pull up to it, but we don't know. We don't know. We ain't been invited. We usually, what I'm saying, get invited,
Yeah.
to the events that come our way. But we might most definitely pull up. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to, like, what I'm saying, oversaturate it, man. We've been to every event almost, what I'm saying, except for the first one. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, give some other people some time to shine. You know what I mean? We ain't trying to hog the stage from anybody in the city, man.
Yeah. Wow. Now,
But we do support everybody.
it's you guys can tell me if I'm wrong or not. Like, before, we could have events, at parks and stuff like that. But now it seems like these times, man, these youngsters, they just ruining so much. What do you guys, what I mean, we need to, like, especially like you guys want to get out there, be seen just like the old days, do shows and stuff like that without having no mess going on. It's not even fights anymore, it's shootings and stuff. It's, what do you guys say about
Yeah.
that?
That attitude in Sacramento has ruined a lot of money for me because I was really into the show throwing thing. I was throwing successful shows that was making money, that was not having a problem and all of that till stuff started happening like that. One of my homies, Hondo, shout out to Hondo, we out at Silk 2 or Silk 1 or whatever, throwing a show. He gets shot, that shut down everything.
Mm.
He got his leg amputated, he didn't die or whatever, just a traumatic thing that happened at shows that we were throwing trying to help other people promote their stuff. It wasn't even all about me promoting myself.
I'm
I
sorry,
wanted to get
is
a
there a
stage.
TV in the back? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to give a platform for other people to perform at. It ain't never been just about, and plus I know I can make a little money off of it. Everybody come to the door and pay $10, and we get 100 people. That's $1,000. So that's a good little hustle. You know what I mean? So I would have been throwing so many shows by now. I'm telling you, many a time. And it wasn't just the people too, because the city of Sacramento don't let us enjoy hip hop and promote hip hop like they should. As soon as they know you throwing a hip hop event, they tell you a lie and don't want you to come to their club.
Right.
Because their insurance go up. They gotta pay more insurance if the county is from the top. So a club can't like you even if they want to and help you because you talking about bringing hip hop in here. And they like, oh man, we know what that come with. And even if they was with
Yeah.
it, the county start finding out, the police start finding out, and then they come down on them. and make them shut it down.
Right.
So it's been a roadblock with hip hop in Sacramento. That's the big problem.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I mean, there's so much, talent in hip hop. You know what I mean? And now you see like, hillbillies doing hip hop. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, it's just
And
crazy.
they getting millions of views and all, and they doing it good. You know what I mean? You can't even knock them.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, yeah, for real.
But I don't know. It's just like, I'm just like when I hear the news and stuff, I'm like, damn, how did a 15-year-old, what they doing with a gun? You know what I mean? And I want to put together, I'm gonna be, putting a crew together. And I know Mac, he hit me up. I'm still gonna be putting something together, doing a career day and stuff, and everything. We gotta do something. That's why, Fab got that thug
Yeah.
therapy up there.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
I had hit him up, and I'm waiting for Gary to get back with me and stuff. We gotta start coming together, here.
Gotta
And
build
that's
the
another thing about Sacramento. Everybody does stuff on the same day. Like, I'm only one person. I can't be at 5 damn parties. Y'all can't pick another day of the month. We can't.
You know what be happening? That be the only day that them people gonna give them that spot.
Is that
Yep.
what it is?
That's why they be
They got
happening like that.
really. Oh,
I'm telling you.
like damn.
I'm telling you, they be like, nope. If you do, you can have a 19. This club might give you that. This club, because they want their other days for the nights that they make more money on.
Mm.
Guaranteed. The club owner don't have to care about you. They gotta own the club. They gotta pay the bills in there. So the club gotta make money to them.
And now we don't even have clubs that has a VIP section. Callie called me. She texted me the day of the Mary J. Blige thing. I'm sitting on my couch. She said, "Sis, where are you?" I said, "On my couch." She was like, "I'm with Neo. He wants to go out." And I was like, "He wants to, someplace to go. Ain't nowhere to go." That's why I said, ain't nowhere to go. You can't take her to some of these spots because they're too small. Ain't got no VIP.
Yeah.
So yeah, but so it's just SAC. I don't know. It's just crazy.
It's hard. It ain't. We can't ignore that it's something that goes on. We ain't blaming SAC because we love SAC and we want to, get our respect for everybody to get some. But it's just that's the reality. That's the reality.
No infrastructure. No infrastructure for hip hop in Sacramento.
Yeah.
I would go as far as saying music too, because I'm in this building right here with all kind of rockers, and I do stuff with R&B and record. Everybody, the music industry period is struggling out here. It ain't just hip hop and rap. The rockers get shows, they do stuff, but they don't. They gotta go through a lot of stuff to be doing their music out here too.
Yeah. I was talking to somebody who used to own a bar out here, and I was like, "Is it still open?" She was like, "No, I'm not. No, because we're not dealing with the R&B. A lot of people's like, we're not dealing with that R&B and hip hop stuff. It's because people are coming and not acting right.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing.
I get it, because they don't be acting right. You know what I mean? Not everybody. All it takes is one or two people it's over.
Yeah. I want to give
Well,
shout out to JD. He's still doing, JD, that's a promoter right there. He got the Blue Clue. He'll find one thing about JD, he'll find a spot. Cause I was like, what's the Blue Clue? And stuff. So it's all about promoting. And then speaking of promoting, it's a whole different ball game with you guys promoting you guys' music and stuff. Like you said, you guys, research all these different platforms and stuff.
And none of them is giving you a spot for free.
That part.
Yeah. You used to go walk in Tower Records and put your flyers on a spot that's giving you a spot for free. Now you can't go post your shit nowhere for free and get no traction.
And no more video shows. I never charged the artists, and stuff,
Yeah.
But some people, they renting the building. I get it. You're renting the building, you're gonna have to charge and stuff like that. But some people just, You know,
But to post something on a free network we shouldn't be so controlled to do that. They want you to pay them monthly to let your friends you already got see your shit. They didn't say they was gonna get
crazy.
you more. They gonna tell you to get we gonna open the gate a little more if you pay us. Cause right now your people ain't seeing your shit like you think they are. We seeing celebrities on our timeline, all kind of people I ain't never subscribed to. I'm like, what is this popping up for? The algorithm telling them something somewhere, picking up your AI voice and on your phone, and they telling them you like this and he like that for you to get on. We talk about tomatoes and then go walk on and watch TV and tomatoes will be on the TV.
I know, isn't that crazy? Speaking of promoting, we got Shadow done popped up on the timeline. What's up, Shadow?
What's kind of
And
Shadow?
you better be resting too, okay, brother? You know, he was just in the hospital for like damn near a month. You know what I mean? But like I said, yeah, like I said, Shadow, you know, when he worked at the Bomb, me and him were just talking about that, you know, when he interviewed me on his show, how, you know, Shadow used to always look, he still look mean. He don't smile. And he was like, man, you wasn't scared of me. You just walked up to me, you know, and we've been like brother and sister ever since, but shout out to Shadow. And, you know, back in the days, remember he was security at Ricky's, you know, we had so much stuff going on back then.
He was one of the people out here throwing a lot of you see Shadow promotions everywhere around there.
See Shadow, OG.
And the van. Remember, I was just saying how he used to have the van. You could get your album cover on the van, you know, and stuff. You know, the trucks and stuff. I don't see that at all anymore.
No.
Well, we need that old school and that new school, just like with the hard copies, like, because if they gonna start shutting that stuff down, and I know that that's a way with what separates us is because we still hand to hand and still talk to people and we'll and because you know like sometimes when you at a show and you know they say, yeah, follow me on Instagram and you didn't hear nothing they said on the mic. You know what I mean? But then when I get off stage and I hand you that CD and I'm gonna tell you, hey, you know, here go my CD, and I'll tell them, I say, I know nobody listens to CDs, but you know, all my information is on the back. Give me that follow. I'll follow back. You know what I mean? And I'm like, everything that you search for is gonna be in my $TUHG. You know what I mean?
But then there's still an old school car. There's still old cars out there? We ain't totally out of the CD. Somebody got a CD player somewhere.
Somewhere.
It's not totally gone, so eventually it ends up in somebody's CD player. They like, what's this? Oh, somebody gave it to me at a show. He's cool though. He followed me, blah, blah. Then they like, put it in. Let's hear what it. Then hear that shit and be like, bruh, this dude is dope. You know what I mean?
No. So it happens for me.
Then they go to the websites and follow you and share your music and watch your videos on YouTube. Now they interested in you because they shocked off how they discovered you listening to that CD. Really, it's a different nostalgia now. If you just into it,
well, that's how we got.
It's like vinyl. Vinyl's still working. You know what I mean? People still buying records right now. Right. It costs damn near $2,500 to make 100 of them though. So they so fucking expensive that everybody don't do it.
Man,
still need that hand to hand because and that's how we got some people to follow us at. The video shoot for Mak7teen, the All-Way video. Some guys was trying to come knock on the store. We were shooting that. Shout out to Mak7teen, and they couldn't get in.
Mak7teen.
You know what I mean? And they couldn't because the store was closed. We were shooting a video, but I gave them a CD. I said, "Hey, sorry." And there was some younger dudes, and but then like later on, they followed me. I seen they was reposting stuff. So if I didn't have that CD, you know, to give them, and who knows if you know if that would have happened?
No, for real.
You
know what I mean? So yeah, we just got to cover all bases. That's just all we're trying to do is cover everything.
So y'all, CDs still work. CDs still work, y'all. CDs still work. Okay.
And man, shout out to Mak7teen, man, for closing down the shop for us to shoot that video, man. That was real.
Shout out to
you know what I mean? Not everybody's gonna shut the shop down. Yeah, Mak7teen, Tyrone Williamson, Mak7teen on the beats.
Cap City Creation.
Producer, engineer,
Cap City Creation. So long. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So I don't want to hold you guys up. This was good. How'd you guys like it? This is good.
Pretty
Yeah,
good.
man.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank you for
having me.
having us. We appreciate it always.
Perfect.
I could talk for
Yeah,
hours.
most definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely have to run it back for sure.
Yeah,
Definitely.
We most definitely appreciate the opportunity, man. You know what I'm saying? And appreciate everybody that's tuned in, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Appreciate that.
All right. So I love Katie. She said you are all very solid and know how to read rooms, and that is crucial. And Shadow say he may not smile, but he love everybody.
We love you too, brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Much love.
Always.
You know, is yeah, and that's one thing I miss the radio stations too. You know,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Yeah.
like when you had like the specialists and all that, they used to kind of like sometimes they play y'all music and stuff. Now,
But shout out to nice, what is it,
97,
96.5, bro?
97,
97.
yeah,
97.5.
ADE, yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
hip
know,
hop after
they've
dark,
been
man.
they've been keeping
Yeah.
us lit for a minute. So I
Yeah, DJ
appreciate them.
Soup, One Gone. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely, man.
yes.
Shout out to the guys over there.
Oh, I remember it was called Top Notch Records.
Oh yeah,
Top
that's
Notch
it.
Records is the name of that
Oh,
shit. I could not remember, man. Right there on the
That's
side,
it.
man. That's
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah, but in the Pooh Jam parking lot. Yeah,
and you know who
yeah,
Yeah.
I used to run there and run into every time was Mac Dre. And
Mm.
yep.
Mac Dre used to
That's where
say,
Yeah.
that
"Oh,
was his
yeah,
hangout.
yeah." He's like, "Lee,
Yeah.
I'm coming on the show. I'm coming on the show." I never got my interview, Mac Dre, but every time he saw me, he used to say, "I'm
Yeah.
coming, I'm coming." But yeah, it was Top Notch Records over there with Sean and all them. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
those are the
Hmm.
good days. I
I
don't
used
know
to survive off of them stores. Them you go in there and drop like 20 tapes or 10 CDs or whatever, come back, pick up your little $40, your little $60 or whatever. Like that used to be the hustle back in the day, boy. That
and
shit took
in-store
me.
signings,
Man,
and the in-stores, they do in-store
Yeah,
signings and stuff where you
yeah,
can sign your CDs
yeah,
yeah,
right there in front.
yeah, yeah,
I need to bring that back for real.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes. All right, Facebook. It's been good. Man, this is so we see, I told y'all I did an hour and 30 minutes. Look, that's exactly what it's 8:21. Look,
Oh, yeah.
any- anytime you guys want to do another segment, just let me know if you want to do one-on-one, all four, all five, or if you guys want to bring somebody, else on and stuff,
All right.
hey,
Yeah,
soon we can get people, as many people as you want on there. Just let me know. You know,
For sure.
a lot of people they haven't, it's like, how'd you do it? I send a Zoom link and I go live on Facebook. And then I
Yeah.
have you guys share.
yeah,
It's a new technology. You gotta start doing things differently and
Yeah.
stuff. So, all right.
Yeah.
So, Mr. G, shout out your social media and stuff, and then Mac, and then E-Moe.
All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure that y'all follow me on my IG at MISTUHGKWI. They wouldn't let me put the $sign. So MISTUHGKWI. Follow me on my Twitter or X now, MISTUHGKWI, or on my Snapchat, MISTUHGKWI. Salute.
And your YouTube.
Oh, and my YouTube at MISTUHGKWI. Keeping it going. Come with it. KWI, come with it, ENT. Pay style music. You know what it is.
Okay, Mac.
yeah, man. It's IG, the letter N, and then MAK, the number 7 TEEN. It's like that for IG and on X or Twitter, whatever y'all call it nowadays. TikTok, it's at Mak7teen, MAK, the number 7 TEEN. My YouTube is Mak7teen Vivo, at Mak7teen Vivo, all one word. Man, y'all make sure y'all check out that new sack report. You know what I
Oh yeah,
mean?
shout out to
That
First Degree.
27th edition. You know what I'm saying? First degree on the cover of that mug, man. Make sure y'all check that out, man. We got free issues and free copies for everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? So when you see us, man, tap in, man. I gotta pull up to the studio and drop some off over there. But yeah, man, at Mak7teen, man. If you want to tap in on Facebook is GRI number 7. I mean, excuse me, GRI 17 MG. You know, with the @ signs. But that's what that is for Facebook. But yeah, just Mak7teen, man. Just Google that and we can get it all out the way.
All right, mad scientist.
Yeah, Google E-Moe, E-MOE. A lot of stuff will come up. But I basically work off of Twitter a lot, so you can find me on Twitter at E-MOE-T. I mean, not Twitter, Instagram. I like Instagram more than anything. YouTube, I like that too. That's another thing. So Instagram is E-MOE-TV-EE. So it's not just TV, it's TVEE. And on on YouTube, you can find me on E-Moe TV on there too. Just search E-Moe TV. That's all you gotta look up, and it'll come up. But other than that, that's all. I'm on Facebook too, but I don't really mess with that. But if you Google E-Moe, all kind of stuff will come up. I guarantee you.
All right.
Oh, I wanted to say, don't forget the homies got albums out. You know, Mak7teen got his album out right now. He got 2 albums out. What's the name of it, Mac?
My Time Is Now and Elevation.
Yeah, that's out there right now on all digital platforms. Great albums. If you give them a listen, I'm pretty sure you will like the music. Mr. G got Keep It G out there right now. And we got the new Mr. Fab video featuring, Mr. G featuring Mr. Fab. So go get at a spin if you get a chance, check it out, watch the video, leave a comment or something.
Leave that Paying Dudes feature Mr. Fab. Also make sure you follow, our homegirl Spittles, SPITT
Please.
_spit. So that's SPITTLEZ _spit, SPIT. So yeah.
And you guys stay tuned. I'm gonna be booking Mr. G and his mama soon. All right.
Hold on,
I don't think I'm playing.
Yeah.
We having a bad connection.
No, we ain't. We got a very great connection.
That's gonna be a live show. Mama G is the bomb, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I like
that's because y'all both Geminis, man. Y'all birthdays a day or 2 apart. That's the only reason why.
A day apart, yeah. Mine before hers, yeah.
And don't be ignoring my messages. I'll hit her up on Facebook. Don't be ignoring my messages, and I give you some dates that I want y'all on.
Just hit her up and I'm see what I'm.
All right, then we just sit up here alone and just talk about you. All right, you guys. Love you. All right, family. All right. You guys. Appreciate you.
For sure. Appreciate it. Have a great one.
All right.
Thank you.